It's a woman. It's a woman, of course. We're live in this heat in my area of the United Kingdom. So, welcome along, everyone, to my live stream. I'm Danny C. Let's get down to business, shall we? I hope everyone's doing good, and I hope everyone's doing well. So, let's get straight to it. So, for tonight's menu, I'm going to be streaming from my perspective for what is round 4 of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship, and we're off to Dragon Trail at the Seaside. Obviously, I wish to race at the Seaside in real life, but so this is the next round for the British Touring Car Championship with a couple of races in. So let's get things through under proceedings and so. So last time out from Jimmy's British Touring Car Championship at Spa, obviously got to 5th place in the sprint, which I felt like the podium was there all day, but then which left me some less work to do in order to make my way through the pack, and then obviously change the tyres at the right place at the right time, and therefore come out on top of it as the feature race winner in unpredictable wet weather conditions, changeable weather conditions, just a bit like Silverstone of last weekend. You know what I mean? So, in terms of the championships, so we've got LFC Ben, who is leading the standings, but with 65 points. Clayjax, who is not here for this weekend, he's still on 53. We've got Marty, who is on 51 points in 3rd. Legion in 4th place with 50 points. And there's myself, Danny C, in 5th place. So tonight could be the night where I'll be making up a place in Clayjax's absence, as I got 40 points. Butler with 29 in 6th. Shadow GT in 7th with 28. So in terms of the Manufacturers' Championship, we've got Honda leading with 50 points. With Renault in 2nd with 44. Nissan on 42. Vauxhall on 41, and there's Audi, who I'm representing, with 37 points. So that's your top 5 in the manufacturers. So this is what's happening for this meeting. Obviously, what's going to be happening is that there's going to be 2 races in a single meeting. Obviously, we start off with proceedings with a bit of practice. Then obviously we get into the 10 minutes of qualification for the sprint. So there's no tyre wear, no fuel consumption rating on the sprint. So it's all out attack for 15 minutes. And then wherever you finish, your results, you will be determined to be positioned in reverse order, wherever you finish for the feature. So obviously there's not going to be any rain, but obviously there might be some rain. But, well, obviously don't rain on this particular circuit at all in this game, of course. But yeah, so this is what's happening too. Therefore, that we're going to be just picking up carry the momentum from where we left off. You know, just having not done too bad, but to say I got some points in the sprint as well as winning the feature. So every circuit and every challenge is different, of course. So you cannot guarantee who's going to come out on top in the occasions. So we're just going to keep plugging away and then do our thing. So this is what's happening for this race meeting. So other than that, we're just like less than 5 minutes until GB's lobby is open. So I'm just looking on this stream, and so that obviously, for those who don't know, Mr. GB Codger, he has a channel who is the host of his British Touring Car Championship. Go and check him out for those who are into British touring cars or even any sort of touring car racing. This is obviously his 4th season of running his British Touring Car Championship from a certain era. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, and my quest was to, well, having missed out on the first meeting, obviously, I've got some catching up to do. But then it's just a case of who shows up on the occasion. So, in regards to Clayjax's absence, there's a quick Canadian driver, which I'm going to get around just to that in a moment. obviously who will be standing in for Clay Jacks for this week in particular, as Clay Jacks is away. So this is the second race meeting in a row where Clay Jacks has been absent. So obviously, there's an opportunity to make up some places. Well, not just for myself, but a few other drivers that are currently in the higher up in the championship. So, and then we'll go from there. So, obviously, with four race meetings from this tonight, and then we head off to wherever we're going to go. Don't really know until we get to know where. So we're going to head down to wherever we're off to for round 5, which of course, once we've gone through round 5, we'll reach the halfway mark of the 10 race meeting calendar. So, right, let's have a look at the comments. So, obviously, just keeping an eye on many things. So, but yeah. But what's everybody been on with for this lovely sunny day? Because it's so warm, and then obviously, like temperatures of 29 degrees Celsius in my area, which feels like this is the third heat wave, and also. Before we get going once more, so I'm just gonna quickly nip down there for a quick toilet break, and then should be by the time when I return, the lobby will be open. Obviously, it's not my lobby, of course. So I'll be back in 2 secs. And I'm back. Any comments I missed out from my stream? Oh, there's no happening there. So it's just a waiting game to see. Just a waiting game for Jimmy to open up the lobby. Shut my eyes for a moment to fully focus on the task in hand, getting the lines together. Depending who I'm racing with, then you just got to keep yourself composed, especially in this heat, and then exhale while the pressure's there, or even the adrenaline. So I'll just do. And the good thing I've got for the long run, of course, the drinks bottle. Therefore, I'll be in good shape for the long run, of course. So it's just a case of how sensitive or just amount of times with having to drink a lot, and then obviously sometimes you feel that you just needed to go. If you needed to go, then you needed to go. So therefore, that I've just managed to get myself sorted and then enter the lobby to do a league race. So it could be any moment now. So we'll just keep refreshing, because obviously the stream for what I'm seeing is just obviously just a little bit behind by what is 30 seconds or even 10 seconds or less or something. Any moment now. There we go. And we're in. So a lot of people on Jimmy's stream are just ready and eager to get going. There we go. So in that case, I'm just going to switch on to the... Well, obviously I was doing some practice from yesterday. So this is the sprint with qualification set to 10 minutes, and it's a 15-minute sprint race. And also I've also too managed to get some an oil change as well as that, and therefore that I'll be in good hands to focus on the task in hand. So this is AMS Enzo, who is standing in for Clay Jacks. For those who don't know, from what I was told, he was a quick and clean, respectful racer, for what I was told. Obviously, you'd be interested to see what he could do there. Good evening, Marty. Thank you very much for tuning in. Best of luck to you as well, my friend. I hope you're well. And so let's see what we can do as we're going to head out to the track just to get some laps under the belt. So Storms forgot to change the tires, as he's left the wets on after a wet race at Spa last time out. Get the brake balance sorted. There we go. So this is this section I'm going to watch out for. Like everybody else, the death chicane. Never raced at this particular track layout in the history of Jimmy's British Touring Car Championship. So it's going to be interesting as to witness who's going to get the lines on point and who's gonna lose out after a mistake. So I just back off a little touch there and go for the attack. Unless we get some people coming out. We've just seen one that's just come out of the pits to get themselves up and running, so just flash the lights at somebody just in case. And then some would dare to go flat out, some went. Let's see if I can take it flat out, which I have done. So you just need to keep building the confidence, and once you, unless if you get the lines tidy, get away, helicopter, blow this all out. So last thing you need is to end up losing the momentum, because if you lose the momentum, you're not gonna. It's not going to be easy to recover, but it's just how you respond, isn't it, to overcome some things. We've got Shadow GT top of the time sheets momentarily. Good evening, Craig. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks for the good luck message. I hope you're well, my friend. So this is one of the blokes who I met from my open lobbies. So for those who don't know, this is what I've been doing for quite some time, streaming from my perspective for some online league racing championships, even if there's any opportunity to stream from my perspective, and some that where I can't stream for obvious reasons. So I hope you're well, Craig. Good to hear, buddy. I'm looking forward to it as well. Obviously, a different car category will be in use, other than the GR3. So it's just obviously I don't hang around with it, no problem. But it's just keeping everything pointed the direction best I can, which is the name of the game for this league racing championship, because you want to build on the consistency best you can. Even if you make a mistake, then it's going to cost you for sure. Maybe that could lead to some of your chances towards the end of the championship. So, but majority of the objective is just the majority is just just to practice what you can, and then so. What you're thinking, so I can practice. It's a different category than the GR3, so obviously GR4's the next one, of course. Haven't run the GR4s in quite some time, so I thought, you know what, because I mean, let's face it, that I do get some full lobbies on the GR3s and GR4s, GR2s and GR1s, which ideally you want to stick to what's not broken. As it turns out, these categories are not too bad. So I'm just come on, Edberg. Butler's had a spinner there, out to the final corner. So just let Butler by. And there's the championship leader representing Honda. That's Swifty. There's the championship leader, LFC Ben, behind in the Honda. Not this one, it's just gone past the proper touring car livery. LFC Ben putting in some quick laps, of course. So I'll probably have enough practice until we get to the 10 minutes qualification. So Shadow's looking to bounce back, but having had some good luck in their performances of it until some of the mistakes have got to the occasion of Shadow. So he'd be looking to go and bounce back, but after a difficult meeting last time out in Spa. Cheers, pal. Bit of a snap of oversteer, but it didn't bother me having picked up the throw though, just a touch. As Butler's not far off behind me, as he's just over a tenth and all. So let's see, Ben tops the timesheets as well. And qualifying is about to begin. So I'll just save myself for a moment and then we'll get into quali mode. Best of luck to those who are taking part in quali, and then don't worry about if the result hasn't come your way or even in the sprint, because another opportunity will come for the feature. Ah, lovely stuff. A nice sip of water, then just let these people go out for the next 30 seconds or so, and then we'll see what we do from there. So I've got LSE, Ben, myself, Southpaw waiting in the pits to get some track position. Marty's out. Hado's out as well. Oh, no, you go. Okay, I'll just crack on. So you can see one of my championship rivals wanted to get the best track position possible in order to get a good lap under the belt, whatever it might be. As the clock's counting down, just get some tyres and brakes into the temperature. So I'm just going to back off a little bit unless LFC Ben does the same, as you never know what's going through the driver's head until you get to know. And now we power out to the last corner to begin my first flying lap of the session. Let's see what I can do. $35.9. This might look slow, but then you never know. Might come out with a fast lap. Got a bit wide on this apex as we started to see some quality times coming through for those who got out early. Flat out through the death chicane. Not seeing any casualties so far, but we may come across some death chicken victims in the race. Or maybe quali. Bit of power slide through that corner. And Enzo's already top of the timesheets with a 46.8. So that puts me P5 momentarily, with Marty in third, sorry. We've got Legion in second, Shadow in fourth. And obviously Ben puts himself on the front row. And who's that up front? Let's just slow down. Is that Marty? Nope. That's the Turkish guy racing in the Independence. And that puts me down to P6 at the moment. Just need to back off a touch, and unless Ben's on the flyer, so I'll just move out of the way momentarily if I can. So we have got just over 4 minutes left. Let's go. So I'm only 2/10 down on this sector. Might be able to gain some more with the slipstream I'll be getting from the... oh, he's just gone wide. Didn't put me off there and all. Just had to keep the top lines tidy best I can. Bit of improvement there. So we'll get it 2 racing laps in, flying laps in, shall I say, if I can keep it all together. And Ben's only going to get like 1 more shot. Got a bit deep there. But I just need to keep everything composed. Let's see what my first sector's like. So currently down on this sector. I've got the brake balance set to 5 to the rear. And I've made some improvement on my lap time, which puts me into P6 at the moment. And the track is evolving a lot nicely. So this is it, my last qualifying shot. Just need to get the braking together. if I was to get closer to these guys up front. Just a little bit down compared to the first sector. Just need to put it all together in the last sector best I can. Okay, 6/10 off pole, so back in 2 secs for a toilet break before the race starts. And I'm back. So let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. So we've got Enzo on pole position with Legion in second, Marty in third, LFC Ben, the championship leader, in fourth, Shadow GT in fifth, myself in sixth, Butler in seventh, Glowing Gold in eighth. I've got Hado in ninth. I've got Egberg in 10th, Astral in 11th, Swifty in 12th, Storm in 13th, Tyler Man in 14th, and Kivansi bringing up the rear. So, although I may be 6 tenths behind the pole sitter who's standing in for Clayjack's Enzo in the Renault. So, whew, it's going to be a warm, hot and sweaty one. So I just need to keep the lines tidy. And then, so we've got some championship protagonists right in front of me. And then Enzo from out of nowhere, just literally putting it on pole position in a Renault. So just got to be careful for the first couple of corners, the chicane as well. Just watch your braking markers, because you don't want to be getting your lines around. Because, like, as always, if you accidentally hit somebody and you feel it's your fault, don't rush in order to pull over to one side and give the place back where you can and where it's safe to do so. Failure to apply that principle will be dealt with accordingly. Anyhow, good luck everyone. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. All right, here we go. Got off to a good start there from my end. And everybody's going to be jostling for position to try and get the slip and all. Got Shadow alongside me as well. So we've moved up a place, so far so good. Everybody's got through safely. Some made up places, some haven't. So I just need to build the momentum from there. So I've got these two going side by side on the first trip to the Death Chicane. Who's going to be the bravest? Marty comes out on that occasion. Ayo, ayo. Oh, had a moment there. Kept that out of the barrier somehow. So that's going to cost Ben some places having had that moment. And there's Glowing. Hey up, contact, contact. There we go. Stick it around the outside of Ben there. So a bit of a coming together on that one. Yes, Alex. Thank you very much for the good luck message. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're well, my friend. Bollocks! Sorry about that. bit of a coming together there, so that's great sportsmanship from Shadow after he felt he was at contact for that. But got LFC Ben right behind me too. If you want to overtake, you can do if you want. So that's that sorted out. Whoa! Oh, what the? So I don't know what happened there from my perspective, but yeah, it was very unfortunate to see what happened there. Bloody hell. Yes, we're all thinking the same as well, Ben. It's crazy, like everywhere you look, and then obviously got to Legion, Glowing and Butler in the top 3, with myself in P4, having gone through a bit of a shenanigans. So got through the death chicane alright, somehow. And LFC Ben's moved back up a place. I've got Ellenzo making up a place as well. After he started up hole, and then the carnage just struck him in whichever part of the track you're looking at. Oh, Enzo got his lines out of shape, which left him to be dropping down like flies after hitting the wall. Feels so warm outside and in here as well. I've not got the fan on, the crazy it sounds, but with Legion taking the lead as he has been leading for quite some time, with Glowing in second and Butler in third. Danny C in fourth. Fantastic drive from my end out of that corner. Going to be a bit of a task to catch up to Butler for P3. Unless something dramatic happens from the top three. It's got 3 racing laps left. And Enzo's right on the back of my bumper, as we all know how quick he is in these kind of races. And Enzo's wanted that P4. He might not be in the championship for the whole, but he's racing for himself. Not only that, but to get some manufacturer points on the belt for Renault. Enzo's going to do a switcheroo, and I just had to slot behind him and bring it on best I can. And LFC Ben's right behind me, within striking distance too, the championship leader. And Ben's just got that bit of a slip from Enzo. So I just need to stick within these two, as fourth is the best I can achieve if I can salvage something out of a sticky race. Ben looking to the inside, nope, fought twice on that one. So I just need to keep my lines tidy. Oh, Ben's made a mistake. Danny C senses the opportunity. Who's going to be last of the brakes? And it looks like Enzo's slow out of the corner. Whether he's picking up some damage or from the last lap, I don't know. So one, effectively the last lap of the sprint. Ben's got a good driver, as he's right up with bumper. He really, really wants that result, because every point counts in this championship. Where is he? Where is he? He's there. He's there. Not today. Not today on the sprint, I'm afraid. Fuck's sake. So Legion takes the win in this sprint, with Glowing in second, Butler in third, Enzo in fourth, Ben in fifth, and then I'll just have to settle for sixth on this one. But there's not to worry, because a lot to play for in the feature, which is going to be in the reverse layout. So that'll be an interesting motor race on that one. Oh. So grab the replays if you want them, as we've got Legion taking the win with Glowing in second, Butler in third, Enzo in fourth, LFC Ben in fifth with the fastest lap to his name, so he gets an extra point for the fastest lap. Danny C in sixth, Marty in seventh, after having a bit of a coming together with a few other drivers, which made Marty look like the innocent party, with Egberg in eighth, Tyler Mann in 9th, Shadow GT in 10th, Swifty in 11th, Storm in 12th, Astral in 13th, Hado in 14th, and there's Cavancy, the only one to retire from this race. So that, of course, was a hot and sweaty one in this sprint. So, but that was feisty mid-pack. Feisty, what that is? Says Yoda from Star Wars. Feisty, what you are. There's no stress, Astral. No stress. He did right. Obviously, just needed to, come out of there and then, obviously, live to another day. So I felt like he was the one at fault. But you could just carry on. But obviously, you did right to, just apologise. And then, obviously, for Shadow, of course, who made contact with Enzo, he did right to keep the place back where possible. But we got there somehow. But that was just very sticky on that one. Ooh. Yeah, no problem, Legion. No problem at all. So this is one of the main championship contenders who will be walking away with some solid points from the sprint. So it's just a case of who's going to come out on top of the feature. Although that none of us had the best of. Some of us had the had the best of races, but we somehow managed to finish in some points and yeah, saved the replay. And so said the same. I saved the replay too. Yes, well done to you, Butler. Obviously, another podium for Butler in the sprint. Obviously, this is the second podium finisher for Butler in the sprint. So James is changing lobby settings as we're going to go over to the reverse layout. So we've just got to stay in the cars. Obviously, you just need to choose the tires and yeah. So I've gained, what was it, like 5 points or something like that. So I've got like 5 points, I think. And then if I get, say, like at least a podium or something, then at least I'll be making up a position that. So right now I'm just not thinking too much about the championship. I'm just thinking about race by race, as you never know which way it's going to go, and then because you can't promise, and a lot can happen in the touring cars, and then usually it does, and then obviously some mistakes have been made, and then obviously some of the days if it's not gone your way, then obviously you just kind of to do better than what you did before when the opportunity's there. Yes, Egberg. Yes. So we'll change the tires. Obviously, this one obviously does have tire wear and fuel consumption rate, the feature, where because it's a dry race, you need to use two different tire compounds. Failing to apply that principle would be resulted in a time penalty. So let's have a look at the lobby settings and yeah. So interesting. So it's a rolling start. Okay. So no rain on that one. So we've all entered. Gone with the tyres. So I'm going to go for a quick toilet break before the feature race begins, and I'll be back very shortly. And I'm back. Sorry, I saw some funny side of things, and obviously all enter, enter, shadow is melted. He just went for a comfort break, so it's all good, on that sense. So and I'm in good shape, you know, to get the tires into a certain distance or so. Astral left as he was overheating. Oh, bless him. Hope if you're feeling that it's too much for you, then, you know, just prioritize you. Obviously, a lot of us may feel like we can just we could just keep going, but then obviously with this heat, then obviously it was just a bit too much. So hope Astral's gets better soon. It was just one of those things, isn't it? We just got to take a step back and then go again for the next time round. So we're on the hard compound tires, so obviously some are on the mediums, and then a bit of a hop, skip, and a jump over the curb. I can see some wet sweat patches about on my shirt and all. You literally had to work a lot of it in this heat, but so I don't mind it. When I was doing a gym session for what was it, like 3 years ago, on the build up to the powerlifting contest, obviously that I had to go into a gym session where temperatures of like 35 degrees Celsius outdoors in the UK, in Yorkshire. And that was just a scorcher in that sense. But then I had to, you know, be sure that I'm hydrated, which a lot of people should get through the extreme heat in one piece if they get all the right tools and whatnot. So always stay hydrated whilst you're on the go. So we've got Enzo in the 50s. Perhaps he's on the mediums. There we go. A sip of water whilst I'm on the go. So I think roughly I'll be roughly 9th or 8th, somewhere like that, for the reverse grid. So this is, of course, wherever you finish in the sprint will determine the starting grid for the feature in the reverse order. So it's a bit of an unknown as to how this motor race is going to go with the reverse layout of the chicane, like we're coming at you before your eyes. What time can I get on the hards with a bit of fueling? So, okay, not too bad. So let's have a quick peep on what everybody else is on tyre-wise. So we've got Enzo on the racing hards. So that's the time he has done. So he is literally giving it all to say that he's showcased his quality in the sprint, and then feature, it's a different matter, of course. So we've got Ekberg in. And the Shadow on the racing mediums, Marty on the hards. Butler having a moment in the wall from bumper damage on racing mediums. Hado on the racing mediums. I've got Glowing in the racing hards, Legion on the racing mediums, Storm in the racing hards, Danny C, Tyler Man on racing hards and racing mediums, Swifty in the racing mediums. Alright, so this is it. The race is about to begin very shortly. So I'm happy with my choice as well, and then some people could just please themselves, or unless if it's those that are lurking there behind the background and obviously just want to see like what I'm on with. Having won 2 championships in Jimmy's British Touring Car Championship in the past, and currently the reigning champion too. So it's my task. So my job is just to, having missed the first meeting at Alton Park, I'm just going to get as many points as I can. And so, yeah, I thought I would be starting 8th, but Marty will be starting 1 place ahead. So 3-minute start. 3-minute start. A drink and toilet break at the same time, questions Marty. A drink and the toilet break. Well, I've just had a toilet break, so I'm all good for the 30 minutes of madness. A lovely sunset in that one. So what's Enzo done? Very curious to see what he's done. So you can get some laps out of the racing hards. For Egberg, but can get to like 6 proper laps, and then obviously he's just going to run out of fuel, as he has done. So practice makes perfect, and obviously if any reason you don't get the strategy right, then there's something not right. Another thing to bear in mind too is just keeping your nose clean and then staying out of trouble, and then you'll be good to get a result wherever you finish. Right. A bit of oversteery, power sliding moments from Swifty on the chicane. So you get 6 laps out too. So can't see fuel being an issue once stopping for fuel. But tyres are a different story now. Right, this is it. The feature race is about to begin. Tonight could be the night where I'm about to overtake Clay Jackson in the driver standings, but then it's just depending where we end up. So good luck, everyone. Let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Let's go. Get the brake balance 5 to the rear. So it's going to be tricky to get through the chicane at this speed. Tyler, man, no, bollocks! No, Tyler. Apologies for that. Not the start we wanted, but so we'll just keep going. Somehow managed to escape the melee. Oh, Butler's had a moment. Oh, Swifty's had a moment, so has Shadow Storm. Oh no! No, this is mental. Everywhere you look at the first lap, blimey. How we managed to get back up to where we were, I don't know. Whoa, Enzo's had a moment. This is my chance to go for position. Oh, it's going to be last of the brakes. Who's going to be the bravest and the fast right-hander there? Trying to break the toe off LAC Ben. While I'm catching up to Marty representing Vauxhall. So we've got Hado and Egberg fighting for the lead. So I'm right within striking distance of Marty, who's just trying to break the toe, as I've got P3 in my sight. Marty's at the moment. Who's going to be last of the breaks? Block past him as we're up into P3 for the moment. Hado's going all over the shop, which gives me the opportunity to snatch P2 off him. So we're making some progress, so far so good. Especially for my championship aspirations, my chances. So got 3 laps worth of fuel left. So I got LMC Ben, who was moved up a place ahead of Marty. And LSE Ben moves up to another place as well. As we got Enzo in for company as well, as he too managed to overtake Hado and Southpaw. So I just need to get to one more lap at least, and then I'll be able to stick on a new set of tyres and refill, and then see where it takes us. As Enzo too is battling with LEC Ben for P3. So we've got Egbert in the lead, and that puts Danny C momentarily in the lead. Enzo having to pit for new tyres as well as fuel. So is Legion. So we've got LSE Ben, Hado and Marty in the picture in the battle for the second place. So I'm just about to come in for new tyres and fuel. So I'm coming in this lap, box this lap. I have a drink break in the process. Right. So this is it. It's that time, because you know what time it is when you get sticky new tyres and enough fuel. It's Danny C time, so let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. So Marty should come in at the end of this lap unless he's on a different strategy. So I'm on striking distance of Ekberg, Mr. Sweden himself. Just need to be patient through there. Come on, slow out of that corner. Who's going to be last of the brakes? And Danny sees through in the lead. Obviously he's got Enzo in company. And Enzo's right behind as well. Obviously he's got the pace, so I just need to think about the championship if any reason I was to stand a chance of winning it. You can see Enzo flashing the lights. Let me know that he's there. I already know you're there, pal. Let's see what you can do. He sends one on the inside. A long, long way to do a switcheroo. And Enzo using all the track he did. He might get a penalty for track limits for going over the white line. Oh, it's going to be a last of the brakes. Give him a little nudge. What's he gonna do? Ah! Thought he would go for a pit stop. Let's see how many positions can I make up from there. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. You didn't have to. You didn't have to let me by, but thank you very much. I'm just letting you know I'm there. That's all. Egg birds in. Egg birds in. over to Marty. Marty's in the pits, so I just need to be sure that I get the job done for what is effectively 3 laps left. We've got Enzo in for company as well. He wants that race win more than anything. Enzo's there. 2 laps to go. This is it. A battle for the win. Who's going to be last of the brakes as he's right up with bumper. Yeah, it's just, if it's not meant to be my day to win the race, then what matters is that I've still got some valuable points for the championship if I can keep it together on this last lap. And we've got Legion Tuber, who's having a pretty solid meeting. I don't know. Last lap now. All about that, getting that sleeve shot together. Not going to get much and all because Enzo's done it. And I'll have to settle for P2 in the feature. Some valuable points in that one. Well done, everyone. So Legion gets a third with a first and a third on this meeting, so a pretty solid day from his side. And so that, of course, I managed to move up a position in Clay Jackson's absence in terms of the driver standing. So obviously a bit of an unfortunate one for LFC Ben. What's happened to LFC Ben? Has he run out of fuel? He's ran out of fuel, and if that's the case, that could literally change the dynamic of the whole motor race. And wow, that's just bonkers. After a difficult outing in the sprint, and then the feature has been a nightmare for LSC Ben in terms of his title aspirations. So grab the replays if you want them. So let's have a look at the results, as we've got Enzo with the fastest lapper taking the win in the feature, Danny C in second, Legion in third, Marty in fourth, Egberg in sixth, Hado in sixth, Butler in seventh, Shadow in eighth. We've got Glowing in ninth, Swifty in 10th, Tyler Mann in 11th, LFC Ben in 12th. That's not like him. Not sure what happened unless somebody tells me any different. So, but yeah. So yeah. Oh, he ran out at the end. Oh, very sorry to see that, Ben. But he was a good racer for Route. So, but yeah, that obviously Enzo had enough fuel and all. Just he didn't even need to fill it just a little bit, but he enjoyed himself, which is the main thing, of course. So that way, I'm just going to be interviewed. So therefore, I'm just going to have my mic mute, and then and I'll catch you in the interview room.
Hado in sixth in the BMW. Butler finished in seventh, so he obviously made a deliberate strategy change on that one, but it didn't quite work out for him. Shadow coming home in eighth, again not having the best of luck in the Peugeot. And then in ninth place, Jimmy, if you can, thank you. In ninth place, Glowing Gold in the Mazda. Swifty taking the Independence win in 10th. Tyler in 11th. Ben, we didn't see what happened, but Ben all the way down in 12th, out of the points. That is not a good result there for Ben. And then Storm bringing it home in 13th place. Just one lap down, but still finished the race. A great result there for Storm.
I'm just going to say we've got a couple of players. I think we've got. Right. Okay. So we've got someone joining the party that shouldn't be joining the party. Tyler, I'll give you a shout next week, mate. Enzo, are you there for?
Yeah, I'm here.
Wow. That was a baptism of fire, Enzo. Would you say?
Yeah. No, it was unfortunate sprint race, but I think I redeemed myself here in the reverse layout.
Yes, I tell you what, we couldn't believe it. It was just wrong place at the wrong time, and you managed to make you work your way back through the grid on 2 or 3 occasions in the sprint race, and still finished with a great result. And then,
Yeah,
yeah, you really showed your pace.
yeah.
We know how quick you are.
I'm unsure what happened there in the first race. It was so weird. I don't know who it was that was next to me. I'm not sure what happened, but I know it wasn't intentional or anything. But like from my side, my car got hit from the like back. It was just a pit maneuver into the wall. Nothing I could do.
Well,
But
Yeah.
on the second,
on the stream, Enzo, it looked like it was Shadow was alongside you. He hit the curb, got sideways, came back off the
yeah,
curb, hit your back end, and obviously that sent you off into the wall, unfortunately.
yeah,
So,
just
as you
racing
say,
into it.
it wasn't deliberate, but just unfortunate.
Yeah, just unfortunate what happened there. I think honestly I had the pace to win that race too, but I was definitely better on the reverse layout here. Even when I ran a couple of laps, I liked this layout better. I got a
Yeah,
little bit of a curb glitch on this, like in this race, and I crashed. I was up at like third
ah,
place, and I dropped back down to like eighth or ninth, and had to work really hard to get that back.
you were mentioning that to me the other night. So that was a great battle between yourself and Danny C, who I think has finished. He's either necked his first pint at the bar. Have we got Danny? Have we got Team Audi in the house?
I'm
That
here.
was a great battle between you two with Enzo and yourself, Danny. It was great racing to watch.
Yes, well done to Enzo on the win and those who took part, and as always, thanks for running the event, Jimmy, and I'll be in the comms. So it's been a while, man. Obviously, the sprint of it just didn't go to plan, as I was looking for a solid result, but then we was just not meant to be. But then, of course, another opportunity came where I thought, having done well in the feature, then I just had to be sure that I just get the strategy together, like, and hope to like keep the nose clean and then stay out of trouble and stuff. But then, so we're just gonna have to keep chipping away and then keep going and keep pushing and go from there.
Brilliant, mate. Well, it was great racing as always. Great, clean, respectful racing between you. Two fast guys there. And I think I've also got Team BMW in the house. Our good friend Hado. Are you with us?
Yeah, I am here.
How was that for you, mate? We were rooting for you there. We thought, wow, this is another Hado strategy coming into play.
And that was the interview, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That just wait for the Circle of Doom, open some tickets, and I'm gonna have to cut short as I'm about to crack on with the reality stuff. It's been a while, and of course, like, look at all the sweat I've got me shirt and blimey. But so let's go into the garage, open some tickets. Let's see what I win. Plenty of money anyway. And then we've got another one to open too, a 3-star roulette ticket, having opened the 4-star roulette ticket. And some more money too. Right, so onto the skate movies to just draw close to the stream. And I'd just like to say thank you to those who are just tuned in to say hello a while ago, and well done to those who took part. And then I felt that well, the way was there once more, but it was just not meant to be. But crucially, just bagging enough points in the walls to making most out of some of the sticky situations, and then therefore that will put me into the long run for sure. Then so, but likewise, you're just gonna have to keep plugging away and then keep chipping away, keep going, keep pushing, and not give up, and go from there on to the next one. I'll be live on Tuesday, and we're going to be in the GR4s for my open lobbies. So more on that, as I'll be letting you all know on the on the community page. So other than that, that's very much it for me. And then anybody liking the content, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And other than that, I'm gonna have to get going. Thank you very much for joining. May you all have a great evening, great weekend, great afternoon, wherever you are. And from myself, Danny C, most of all, look after yourself, stay safe. And those who are watching or lurking, wherever it may be, thank you for watching too. And see you on the next one. Bye-bye.